Hey everyone, AVWard here with you. I had an opportunity to visit two of the best early childhood development center in-home daycares in the city of Omaha. And it's something about young people when there's a visitor in the house and they're not quite sure of who you are. The first thing they want to say is, "Who are you?" And I always say, "Just call me grandma. Just call me grandma." And with that is really it's such a catchy way to have a connection. And I'm excited about sharing what I promised both youth. I said, I don't have time for story time today, but I would like to read a story to you. So I'm going to use this vehicle, my YouTube channel. I'm going to use this as a vehicle so that my daycare providers can take a moment and stretch or whatever you need to do to prepare for the next portion of your day. Just get the young people around the TV. We'll just have circle time, okay? All right, so while you're getting everybody together, I'm going to talk a little bit about today, which is Valentine's Day. Please don't overly concern yourself about what did somebody get you or what you didn't get. Or love is something that should be freely given. In honor of Black History Month, the book that I've chosen is called We March. I gave a little clip of the cover, but today I want to share the story. Shane W. Evans is the author, and the illustrations are just really beautiful in this book. We March. So in honor of Black History, I'm going to open the cover, so I hope everybody's in their seat. Everybody sit down and be quiet now. Here we go. We March. The morning is quiet. The sun rises. And we prepare. To march. We pray. We pray for strength. We work. We work together. The sign says, we want freedom. We come from all over. Washington, D.C. to march. We follow our leaders. See Martin Luther King? You see the white people joined in too? Equality. We're marching for freedom. This is what the signs are saying. Equal work, equal pay. We walk together. We sing. A song comes to my heart at this part, and I love this song. None let nobody turn me around, turn me around. Turn me around, I'm gonna let nobody turn me around. I've got to keep on marching, keep on marching, keep on marching till we're freedom bound. We are hot and tired, but we're filled with hope. I love hope because I recognize without it, we become hopeless. And that's not a good thing. We lean on each other. And the sign says, stop all the injustice. Another sign says, this sign right here says, we shall overcome. This sign right here says, equal rights now. We lean on each other even though we're tired. See the children? As we march to justice. See all the people marching for the right to be free, the right to vote, the right to go to school where we choose. We march to freedom. See the little boy, he's riding on daddy's shoulders. We march to freedom. To our dreams. Martin Luther King delivering the I Have a Dream speech. And then the last page of the book, I'm just going to read you some information about Black history. On August 28, 1963, more than 2,500 people gathered in our nation's capital to participate in the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. The march began at the Washington Monument and ended up with a rally at the Lincoln Memorial, where ionic musicians such as Mahalia Jackson, Bob Dylan, Joan Baez performed, and Martin Luther King Jr. Delivered his historic I Have a Dream speech. Throughout history, there has been many organized marches which people walk together to advance a common goal. The Selma to Montgomery March, which consisted of 3 separate marches that took place in March of 1965, was held to focus attention on the civil rights movement and the need for outlawing racial discrimination. Layman's term, a little smaller language, everybody has a right to be free, whether they're black, white, Hispanic, Indian, Native American. We all have a right to be free. The routes are now memorized as Selma to Montgomery Voting Rights Trail. Following these marches, the country enacted 2 pieces of legislation that were crucial for moving the country toward racial equality. The first was the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which banned racial segregation in public schools. That's why you can go to whatever school you want to now. Public places and in select workplaces. The second was the National Voting Rights Act of 1965, which outlawed discriminatory voting practice that denied many African Americans the right to vote. It takes people of all ages, cultural background to move a nation into a new era of freedom. In a sense, these marches pushed old ideals out of the way and moved new ideals forward. History shows that where there is change, there will often be resistance to change. However, these events demonstrate that through action, determination, people have the power to overcome that resistance. I've always been inspired by the ideal of people coming together, joining hands in prayer, lifting their voices in song, and marching toward freedom. Shane W. Evans, We March. I love this book because I love the illustrations, but I love the simplicity of the book. But as you continue to grow older, young people, be reminded that your history is rich. Whether it's white, black, Hispanic, Native American, your history is where you came from. We are now celebrating Black History Month, February 2019, And I want to encourage you. Don't forget that you have the power. You as one has the power to inspire one to be wonderful. We march. See you later, everybody. Bye.